Good morning, Warren County and beyond. I am your host, Kelly Walker Slaughter, your host of Warren First 931. We are live in the Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli studios. Hope everybody's having a blast out there in this so okay weather. It's a little damp, it's a little dreary, but no worries. All right now we are not only on Facebook and Instagram Live, we are also on YouTube Live. So thanks to all my amazing subscribers and all my people that follow me on Facebook and beyond. It's just amazing. Please don't forget, if you need to stay in the know, as I always say, where'd it go? Where did it go? There it is. Make sure you're following us on Instagram, Facebook. We are probably going to be getting rid of Twitter and TikTok. Sorry, not sorry. It's just really hard to monitor some of the bad stuff that gets sent to me. I've since, and I'm just going to say it, since Elon Musk has taken it over, it's been very hard for me to filter a lot of the graphic things that get sent and said and can be seen by my child. So right now, I'm just going to mute the Twitter and TikTok for a bit until they get everything fixed and, all that. But don't you worry. You can still follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify. Of course, you can check out our Spotify episode right after we get off the show once again today. But you can find us, though, as always, at Warren First 931. Other ways you can get in touch with us, just so you know, is by being part of our VIP Warren First Text Club. You can text the keyword Warren First to 931-305-0869. That includes everything from school closures to business closings to really bad weather where you need to be, aware of it and things like that, or any upcoming events and more. Like, in case something, for example, but even though it's rain or shine on both events, say that event decided to cancel because of the rain. I will send out a text message through that as well, if you're not following them on Facebook or Instagram or any of those other jazzes as well. But we just send out information. If it's important to them, it's important to me. So you just got to let me know if you need me to send that event out through the text club. Sometimes people let me know, and sometimes they just say, well, you use your judgment. So there you go. Other things that are happening, don't forget, of course, it's coming up. Is it going to click in? Here we go. Don't forget Paula's Dance Academy. They are having the recital is coming up. So you need to make sure that you have all the shirts, pre-orders, everything done. It's a little too small for me to read, but here's all the information. If you have any questions, because as of today, the orders are due on May the 3rd. But check, or you can call Melody Hyder at 743-0794, because I think it's next weekend, if I'm correct, that Paula's Dance is doing their dance recital. So they got to get all these orders in for t-shirts and all that and more. So please make sure to contact Melody Hyder, or just go to Paula's Dance Academy and they can give you the information as well. Let's see what else is on there. Of course, don't forget on Monday's show, I'm going to have special in-studio guests with me coming on the show live here at Tops. I'm going to have Christy Stubblefield from Families in Crisis, and I'm going to have Scott McDonald, owner of McMinnville Moving, and also the new owner, part owner of Main Street Media is going to be in here. They're going to come and talk about their big Moving for a Cause Day that's going to be sometime closer to the end of May. But they want to get the information out there because this is a time when people are cleaning up their house and doing a lot more spring, summer cleaning of things they may not want. But what you may not understand is there's people in this community that need a hand up, not a handout. And when I say it that way, they may need furniture because they're leaving a situation and leaving everything behind, because that's the only thing they know to do to make sure that they are safe and that their kids are safe. And so with that said, Christy and the women at Families in Crisis New Beginnings, they do a phenomenal job with the women in this community or these families, and it includes men as well. But with that said, they try to get them in programs. They try to rehouse them. They try to get everything that this family needs in order to, get established. So anything that can help them out, I try to do all the time. I love them to death, and I mean nothing but the best for them. They do a lot for our community, Grundy County, and Sequatchie. Another fun event coming up, because I just have all these saved in here. You need to register. These are the cutest little darnest cookies ever. I'm registering today. Walker said he wanted to do it. But George's Sweet Shop is doing a cookie class at the Chamber of Commerce. How fun is that and interesting? I'm just saying. And then I'm trying to get that speck off my thing. So you're going to be making cookies at the Chamber. It starts at 12:30. You can go on the McMinnville Warren County Chamber of Commerce page, check out their events, click on that. It's going to be this Sunday. I believe it's $50 per kit is what I was told. But with that said, you're going to be making a piñata, a taco, a cactus, and a sombrero cookie. And he always likes learning new and fun things. So we always like to do stuff like this. So if you haven't checked it out, or if you know what I'm talking about when I say George's Sweet Shop, you can go to her page as well and download and purchase the tickets that way as well. It's just other ways to get known in that. Another couple of things that I did save. Let me click on it right quick. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, as it's loading in, because I have so much more. There's a lot to talk about on the show today. Of course, I'm getting so excited for Back to the Strip is tomorrow, as well as so many other events are happening tomorrow. The Pork and Bands events is happening tomorrow. The cancer fundraiser at Smooth Rapids is also happening tomorrow. Also but I'll talk more about it. I'm going to pin it on that. There's another thing I wanted to talk about that is coinciding with Back to the Strip that I want to make sure everybody knows about, and I want to make sure I get it right. But before I forget this, so Morrison Nutrition, which is located in Morrison, close to Reddick Brown Ford. Shout out to Chris and them. Y'all did a great job on my car, by the way. Saturday, May the 11th, which is a week from this Saturday, 12 to 3, they're having T's and Turbos car meet. You can bring your car, truck, or bike to Morrison Nutrition. It says, come support a local business and share the car with enthusiasts. So there you go. So you can get some tea, some drinks, and then check out this awesome local business that is in Morrison. And then also just enjoy the day, because as of right now, I think it's supposed to be a really pretty weekend for that. Another event coming up soon. I know it's a little small, so I do apologize. It's not until July, but I think the registration cutoff is coming up. But it is actually a free summer camp. And if you want more details on this, please let me know. It's just too hard for me to read. Also happening next Saturday is the Pioneerette Dance Team is having a car wash at AutoZone located at 509 North Chancery Street in McMinnville. It's $10 for a car, just in time for Mother's Day. Just saying. With that said, they're going to be there from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So again, get your vehicles out there, help out the Pioneerette Dance Team, raise some funds, because this is one of many of the fundraisers they do. And if you are not familiar with our Pioneerette Dance Team, they are phenomenal. We had, like I say all the time about our young scholars and athletes, we have a lot of young, talented people here in McMinnville, whether it's sports or scholars, and they do these fundraisers so they can get what they need. So it can be less on the parents or less on the school, whatever you want to say it is for, but it does help them. And I think that's one thing I love about my community here in Warren County is when people have needs, they do it. And so I just wanted us to continue to do that. And then, of course, I would love to talk about this. I did share it yesterday on my socials. So make sure, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, or Spotify, I am going to be doing my first ever live podcast on location, first and foremost at Sonic in McMinnville from 4 to 6. And then also Gateway Tire and Service Center. I'm going to be there from 6 to 8. And as of right now, with what I've been hearing, but don't confirm this, I did text Mary this morning because I had a lot of people ask me rain or shine, things like that. So as far as I know, to my knowledge, she hasn't said anything to me yet. Let me double check before I open up my mouth. Nope. Rain or shine, this Back to the Strip is going to happen. So, still come on, come all, just change up your weather attire. I found this cute hoodie yesterday that's got like Mustangs on it and stuff because I love Mustangs. I love the old ones, and I even like the anniversary model ones. And I actually that was my first vehicle, was a Mustang. And so I was going to wear that in case it was a little cold due to the weather. But again, just make modifications. I think, why not have a car show in the rain? It's something different. Now, I know it's going to be harder, but if you think about it, if you get there in time when it's not so rainy, maybe, and I hope it doesn't rain tomorrow, but in case it does, just, get your pop-up tent set up and structured right so you can be under something, so you can, be out of the rain and out of the way. Or go to a location that maybe you can gather at certain places, like gather at Sonic. Go to Gateway Tire. They have a nice indoor facility where I guarantee you we're going to move our podcast right inside and play some live music and just have a good old time. Rain should not stop us from doing anything. And I get it that there's a lot of fancy cars, that the guys just don't want to, and there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely not. But if you're able and capable of still coming out and supporting Back to the Strip, come on out. And why not? Let's just run in the rain at the end. I'll do it if you will. Just saying. Let's see. All right. So I talked about those things. And now let's go to what else is happening. There's so many things. And I did want to talk about, I had to look them up though. The Pioneer Battalion is actually on a road trip. Oh, before I forget, because that's why I was thinking of them. Yesterday was National Day of Prayer. Now, if you did not get lucky enough to go to that event, for shame on you. And I know it was at 12. And I think it ended a little bit after right around 1:30. And I know that some people have to, work, and that's absolutely fine. But if you could have made it, it was so amazing. Tommy Burks and all the people that helped put that together underneath the Farmers Market Pavilion did a phenomenal job. First and foremost, we had a ton of people out there representing. I saw some folks. I saw, of course, I saw Mr. Jimmy Haley out there, as always. Love him to death. I saw Judge Ryan J. Moore. He was out there as well. I saw two people that I'm becoming really good friends with. One being that I already was friends with, Tom Davis. He was out there, and he's actually running against Scott Desjardins in the election coming up this year. And I also ran into Robert McCormick. He is running against Paul Sherrill for the Tennessee State Representative 43rd district. So again, that's going to be for the White and Warren County areas. So if you were out there yesterday, he was talking to everybody, him, Tom, everybody. And so these are events that you're going to see a lot of these representatives, whether they're, running for re-election or if they're competing to, run up to be their first year. These are events that you do not want to miss, Warren County, because I say that because the more you know about the person, the better I feel as a person to vote the way we should. And so, but that's just to name a few. But there was phenomenal singers and speakers there throughout the day, praying for everybody, praying for the families, praying for healthcare providers, praying for the army, the military, praying for the schools, the teachers, the students. There was all this going on, and it was just it's just amazing. And and I know I say it a lot, but I really do mean it. I'm just so thankful and blessed to live in this community where we can gather together and not feel embarrassed about whatever religion you may be, whether that's Baptist or Church of Christ. At the end of the day, we're all Christians, and I just I liked it when they ended with I think the song was called "Same God," and it rang true. It really did. So there's going to be other events coming up like that I don't want you guys to miss. And so please do, due diligence. Go out to these events. The more you know, the better you are. With that said, if you did not know, today is National Teachers Day, which I say this is kind of like the kickoff to Teachers Week, Appreciation Week, because that is next week. And I also think that next week is also Nurses Appreciation Week. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong on that. But today is officially Happy Teachers Day. And so if you are a teacher and you are following us on, or if you're a teacher, or a student, a parent of the student, and you want to do a little shout out to a teacher today, or even next week, please post underneath Teachers Day, because I would really love to showcase the teachers next week. And I'm just going to start it off because I have phenomenal teachers that have my kids. So I want to say thank you so much to Covenant Academies, Miss Henry. She does a phenomenal job with her third grade class. As I always say, when I meet my son's teachers, I say, I'll pray for you. Good luck. And, she laughed, and she's just so sweet. And for me, she just reminds me how my grandma was when I was little and Walk's age. And she's so old school, and I love it. I love it to death. So shout out to Miss Henry. I love you so much. And thank you for taking care of not just my son, but the whole entire class. And then, of course, I want to do a shout out to my daughter's daycare teacher, because even those daycare workers need cred too, because they are teaching our kids, colors and shapes and numbers and the alphabet. And let me tell you, my daughter's fixing to be turning 2, and I don't believe in the terrible 2s. I believe in the terrible 3s. But when you have 6 or 7 1 and 2-year-olds in a room, and it's like corralling cats, come on, you as well as I know that it's just difficult. But Miss Gail at Covenant Daycare does a phenomenal job. All of them out there, if you have not, if you know who I'm talking about, there are so many people to really thank, not just there, but they work as a whole. And so without them, I just know I wouldn't function right, because if I didn't trust something, I would be biting my nails all the time and picking, but I really, I trust Miss Henry, and I trust Miss Gail to take the best care of my kids. I trust the school out there, and I just love it. So thank you to my teachers at Covenant Academy. That would be Miss Gail and Miss Henry for my kids. So I started it off. There you go. Heirs Foundation Trust posted yesterday, seniors signing day is almost here. Please read the flyer to see for more details. It says this event is for all Warren County High School graduates. Signing day celebration, the decision of all our seniors as they prepare to enter the next chapter. So Friday, May the 10th, which will be next Friday, a week from today, they're going to have breakfast at the Warren County High School cafeteria at 8 a.m. And then 9:30 is the signing ceremony in the gym. All seniors and future plans will be recognized. The signing ceremony is for seniors only. Parents and family can watch via live stream on the Warren County High School TV, which will begin at 9:30 a.m. Seniors may wear a t-shirt representing their college or dress their profession, like military, job shirt, etc. So I'm going to share this just to make sure everybody is out there. And then, as I say, when it's rainy, it slows down tremendously here. Okay. So earlier this week, Judge Ryan J. Moore had the honor of swearing in Warren County's newest court-appointed special advocate, Hannah Bond. A Warren County resident, Hannah began her CASA career in Cannon County before Warren County launched its CASA program. Now, Hannah brings a wealth of experience, compassion, and a strong desire to serve dependent and neglected children in her hometown. The CASA volunteer coordinator, Debbie Hughes Hilton, and I are excited to work with her and Hannah in the Warren County's juvenile court as she advocates for children who are experiencing uncertainty in their lives. So I cannot wait. And also a shout out to Ryan J. Moore, I should say Judge Ryan J. Yesterday, we got to sit down and we got to record our first podcast together. It's going to be showcased here on Warren First. On Warren First. Hold on one second. I got to call you later. Oh, hold on. This is Mary. Hey, Mary.
Hey there.
What's up?
So, I never talk about the ugly R word.
Right.
My favorite thing to say is you can all that wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Because, okay, good. Because that's what I said. Okay. Correct. Right. Right. Yeah. I'll make. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I will. I'll do it. Plus, I said, how much fun would it be to go like outside and just play in it? Like, why don't we have one of those? How fun would it be? Right. You're fine. I just wanted to clarify so I can tell everybody because I wasn't planning on not coming either. I've already got my stuff set in stone. So. Mm-hmm. I know. Yeah. All right, girl. Well, I'll see you tomorrow and I'll call you back later because I wanted to, no matter what. Oh, good. Okay. He's going to come tomorrow. Oh, awesome. He's really nice. Yeah. Okay. You're welcome. I'll holler at you in a bit. All right, bye. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Listen, sometimes I have to take those calls, which is fun. Let me go back to my podcast button because for some reason it'll stop. I'm going to type me. See, when you run a program by yourself, it's just like how it is. And then I need to start. Okay, I'm back. I had to take that call from Miss Mary from Custom Vinyl Signs. And a shout out to her and everybody that has put this Back to the Strip together. She's confirmed no matter what's happening tomorrow, she said, don't say the R word. So I'm not now. But no matter what happens, tomorrow is Back to the Strip. And again, I understand if you cannot make it because, if it is doing what it is outside and you don't want to get your precious vehicle, wet, that's fine. But for everybody else that comes out just to like enjoy the Back to the Strip stuff and to hang out with your friends, family, whatever, and just do some hooting and a hollering, come on out because no matter what the situation is, this is for a good cause. And it's not just for the food bank, it's for a lot of people this year. They're actually helping people in the community specifically. And I think it's amazing. And I think it's great what they're doing. And, and we don't need to also forget that they're not just helping out people, they're helping out animals too. Leslie was talking about it in the interview, how, if if you didn't want to donate number 10 can, you can donate dog food and cat food and stuff, and they take wet or dry. So again, this year they had set a goal of what they wanted to put out there as far as weight, and I think we still can do it, guys. So get it together, and I cannot wait to see everybody tomorrow. I'm going to be doing Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify live tomorrow at 2 different locations. Whether I'm inside or outside, I'm going to make it happen. Trust me on that. I always do. Real fast, don't forget, if your kid, now listen, if your child, getting back into everything else that's going on in the community, if your child got a form in, which by this week you should have seen, they got the invitation to YSI. But YSI registration is tomorrow at 8 a.m. at West Elementary. And so again, it's from 8 to 12. So hopefully, everybody can get there, get in and get out. But what I'd suggest to do, because if you got the whole packet, is I would already fill out that information and then have it ready at the door. Just saying. So you can have your check signed, everything ready to go, because that's the best thing to do. Let's see what else is going on. I am also looking for, if you haven't seen my post yet, let me just go to it. I posted this a couple days ago. I was noticing between some of my friends, the circles of moms, and then I was noticing too about some people just in general wanting to know what kind of summer camps or things that are available for kids. And so I put it out there. Let me see. No. Where was it? Did I skip it? Okay. So I'm going for part of our newsletter and here, I would like to, get ahead of this. So I'm looking to talk about kids camps and or workshops that may be available for kids. So if you know the ages and the links, I did suggest, could you put it down there? But with that said, I did have some people post some stuff already. And of course, we did talk about YSI, but YSI, just so everybody knows, is invite. So everybody, all the kids should have gotten a in their packet by now, between Monday and now, to get that form and all that filled out, so you can go be at West Elementary tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock to register. Also, Brandy Petrie just reminded me that Christ Community Church's VBS is going to be July 15th through the 19th. So Melody Krim, she was telling me about this, and this is that program I couldn't read, but it's a magical little place called Camp Tortuga. It's in Mountain Rest, South Carolina. Her son both attended this camp, and we both have some great memories of there. Yes, it is expensive, but you can make payments and even apply for scholarships. It is a bit of a drive, but it's a beautiful drive. And if you're nervous to leave your youngins, you can always take a mini vacay close by for a few days in case of. But she gives a whole description of this place, and she was telling me about it. So again, just check it out. And if you want to do the program, let's see if I can click on that. Does it get bigger? Your child is invited to attend a free summer camp. It's called a Lighthouse Christian Camp in Smithville, Tennessee. The phone number is 615-597-1264. It's June the 17th through the 21st. Camp for Warren County girls ages 9 through 11. And if you want an application to it, Brandy said you can reach out to her as well. And then let's see, Diane Bond said that there was a Junior Masters Gardening Day camp. You can check out information on that at the Extension office for the days and the age. Oh, thank you, Diane. She gave me the phone number. If you want to call the Extension office as well, it's 473-8484. Alice Paris, yes, you can, but she did not send it to me. So I'm going to get everything from VBS. I want everything from VBSs to camps to even one-day events that's something kid-related. Because as a parent myself, I always try to find stuff for kids to do in the summertime, whether it's free or not. I take either or. And it doesn't have to be just our community. It can be outsourced, because sometimes the kids do like going out of town, you know? But I really want to try to support all our local businesses and churches and organizations first. But I understand. But I want anything and everything, guys. This is why I finally found the post I did yesterday. The Pioneer Battalion fitness team is doing a motivational run before they head out. They headed out yesterday to Daytona Beach so again, good luck to them. I hope they do a phenomenal job. That's why they couldn't make it to the National Day of Prayer yesterday because they were out of town. Let's see. Also, I wanted to do shout out. I saw this the other day. The city of McMinnville is needing some more input and Rocket Park renovation grant application. So they even answered, if you go to their page, they were talking about like a lady or a gentleman posted like, well, what about getting a new playground right where the Gilly Pool is? Well, they applied for several grants, and whatever the grant is applied for, that's where the money needs to go to. And I want to stress that because, if you're not at the meetings and you don't hear this, that's what it is. And when I worked with Families in Christ, it was the same thing. If they applied it for, like, say, a homeless grant, well, it needs to be it has to be pertaining to that homeless, or if it was a domestic grant that they got, it had to be specific to that. It couldn't go to somebody that was homeless. It's a weird thing, because if the homeless person wasn't in a domestic situation, that grant can't go there. It's the weirdest thing, but they have to follow the rules or they don't get these grant funds anymore. So with that said, Rocket Park has got a grant, it looks like, and they want to do a renovation. And they've put out a couple of suggestions. They said paving of an entrance or parking lot, a new kayak or boat ramp, a new large circularized pavilion, or a tennis court renovation to accommodate multiple sports. Please put some public input sessions will be of the following dates, times, and locations. So next Saturday on May the 11th at 9 a.m., they're going to have a discussion on it at the Milner Recreation Center classroom. And then, there we go. And then on Monday, let me just click on it. And then on Monday, May 13th at 6 o'clock, it's going to be in the Milner Recreation Conference Room. So you have two opportunities to put some input in the Rocket Park renovation grant application. They have choices on there. Please look at that. Please put the dates in your phone, because those are some important things to be aware when it comes to the community. I know this has nothing to do with local stuff, but I wanted to reach out here and just clarify. I have several people that do post on my Facebook page, and I got a notification from that person saying, I don't know if I should have posted this or not. And so I looked at it. Hold on. People are calling me, and I have it on Do Not Disturb, and I don't know what's going on. Okay. Let me go back. Okay. So with that said, I did some research on it after everything was said and done. And this Beyonce story, ever since she came out with this so-called country album, which again, it's not country to me, and that's just my opinion. But she did pick some country songs. I just think it's more pop music. She just ever since Destiny's Child, I've never really followed her anymore after that because I mean I really like the dynamics of the three voices, and it's not that I haven't liked her music afterwards. It's just because I even liked All the Single Ladies. I even love that song. I just haven't followed her as much. But now that she's trying to proclaim, I don't know if she's trying, let me say this because I'm not talking for Beyonce. I don't know if she's trying to proclaim that this is a country album or her husband or the community or what I'm about to tell you is, and you're going to get your hair blown back. I went on scoops.com. Now, scoops.com is a website that fact checks everybody when it comes to certain stories. So when I went to get on Scoops about this Beyonce being kicked off or, banned from the Grand Ole Opry and stuff, let me tell you, because supposedly what the story, that was one story that she was banned. Another story I heard is that she asked to perform, a date at the Grand Ole Opry, and then the Grand Ole Opry supposedly said that that's not how it works. You have to be invited. It's a whole thing. So with that said, I went on scoops.com, and that's why I posted it like I did, and I took off what we had. Because it's not a true story. As of right now, it's a satire story created by people in AI. Unfortunately, artificial intelligence is really, it's scary. It's a good thing, and it's also a bad thing because nothing can be completely 100% good. Let's be honest. But the AI and certain people have created this to where it's created this unnecessary negative drama. And it's like, one of the guys at the prayers thing said yesterday, it's like now people are thinking good is evil and evil is good. And I think AI can have evil tendencies. And I think it's just creating useless drama. And that's my opinion. But you can read that. And that's why I said be careful what you post when it comes to this story. From my understanding on scoops.com, you can see all the stories from the first one for back a couple of months ago or weeks ago, talking about each article. It found every one of them. And it talked about how this person started this one, AI started this one. It's the craziest thing. And I was just reading it because I was trying to tell you guys in a smaller way. But I went also to the Grand Ole Opry's Facebook page. There was nothing about it, about Beyonce or anything. So with that said, just be careful what you read and what you see on social media. It is very, very hard to know if it's true or not. So, and it's okay, but that's why I found that picture of Beyonce like, whoa, So, but with that said, that story is not true to my knowledge. And scoops.com says it's not true. So I always believe what Scoops says. And I know I said be careful what you believe in, but Scoops is a fact-checking site. And that's what I like about it. It fact-checks a lot. Homeland Community Bank the other day. Hello, Chilo. Hello, Alita. Celebrating Dorothy Gilly today as she retires May 3rd after 20 years and 6 months with Homeland Community Bank. We sure will miss her and appreciate her years of dedicated service. Dorothy, we wish you nothing but the best of your retirement years. And so I shared that as well. And then coming up in next week's newsletter, or I think it'll be the next one, we are going to be doing a graduation segment, not just here on the show, but also in our newsletter. If you are a parent or a business that would like to give a shout out to a particular student, whether it's kindergarten through high school, you can get in touch with me at 931-305-0869. We have small little graduation packages that range from anything from $10 to $20. So it's nothing big, it's nothing fancy, but if you would like your kid showcased here on our podcast, please let me know by simply texting me the kid's picture, and then I will let you know what we can do with it, and then you can tell me what it is. But more details to come in next week and more. But we have talked about all the elementary schools that are having their graduation walks, but now Warren County Middle School has posted about their 8th grade walks. On Tuesday, May the 21st, Warren County Middle School will hold an awards ceremony for 8th grade Discoverers and Bears students. The Discoverers program will begin promptly at 5:30 p.m., while the Bears program will begin at 6:45 p.m. Please read the following information carefully for special instructions regarding each team. So they have it break down right here. It says Discoverers beginning at 5:15 p.m. On the 21st, students should be dropped off on the bus ramp in the teacher parking lot to enter the side cafeteria door and meet their home base. Parents, guardians, and guests, and again, this is for the Discoverers, will then park and enter the auditorium through the main entrance. Auditorium doors will be open for entry at 5:15 p.m. with the Discoverers Awards programming beginning at 5:30. Now, here's information for the Bears. Beginning at 6:15 on Tuesday, May the 21st, Bears students should be dropped off on the bus ramp in the teacher's parking lot. And it's the same thing, it's just different times, okay? And then the doors will be opened for the Bears parents at 6:30. You can enter at 6:30 on the dot. Thank you for your attention to these details, and we look forward to seeing you guys on the awards program. So again, if you guys are interested in getting any more information in that, it is on my Facebook page. You're welcome to look at it. Another thing we're going to be working on is our hiring, your In Search of Jobs page, guys. We're tweaking it again. We're actually tweaking, little side note, we're having to tweak the entire newsletter again. And it's like so exciting. I'm so excited. We're going to be going legal size. So with that said, we're going to be able to put the writing's going to even be bigger. The pictures are going to be even brighter, and there's just going to be more room for advertisement and more, because I've had inquiries on advertisement through the newsletters and more. And so again, with that said, one business that is looking for a hiring kitchen crew, and you need to apply in person at Begonias. It says we're looking for a new addition to our back of the house staff. If you have the chops and want to lay down your skills in the fast moving, high energy kitchen, apply in person at the restaurant Tuesday through Thursday between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. So there you go on that one. And then, of course, don't forget to comment. I am going to pin this post, because next week we are going to showcase an appreciation for our teachers. And so please, please, if you have not, let me edit this right quick as I'm talking. Please help share the love for teachers, for your kids, teachers today by commenting below. We will be announcing all the teachers' names throughout next week. Yeah, there we go. Save. Oh, and if you are at the, speaking of my newsletter real quickly, if you are at the 3-Star Mall and you're walking and you're listening to my podcast, just so you know, I'm coming out there after I get done today and I'm delivering more newsletters to you guys because I noticed that you guys were out. So, excuse me. So with that said, if you are, there's several locations you can actually get the newsletter at now. You can go, and I was going to tell you the ones right quick before we get to our community calendar. So as of right now, you can get my newsletter. It's called The Local Voice. And thanks to Melody Krim and Sheila and everybody that's helped put that together. McMinnville, Warren County Chamber of Commerce, Jay's Restaurant, USA Gym, Gateway Tire and Service, Cumberland Biscuit Company, Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli, Children's Advocacy Center for the 31st Judicial District, Kimmy's Tea Room, the Detention at Elementary, Pinnacle Orthopedics. You now can also get it at, now I just forgot what it is, McMinnville Drug Store. You can also go to Prater's Barbecue. So I'm actually going to add that while I'm on here as well. And I've tried to tag everybody in their business on here. No. Is it going to pop up? And it's not. Oh, and then I have some exciting news to talk about with Relay, too, before I get... There's just so much going on, and I feel like the, drug center. You can get that. They're located at 1500 Sparta Street. No. Delete. I'm trying to tag something else. Drug center. No. And then Prater's Barbecue. It's and too, you can go to, I just got confirmed yesterday. I just didn't want to talk about it until I talked to the man of the hour, Chris Chalfant at Reddick Brown. They're also out there as well. So if you want a newsletter, there is over 10 locations now. It's exciting. Let's see. Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, I have 12 locations now to serve you guys better. Oh, was it going to pop up? Nope. No, it wasn't. Okay. Save. Some pop up, some don't. I have to figure that out. Okay. So also exciting news. Make sure you get next week's newsletters. We have some really good spilling tea next week in our Monday, May the 6th edition. We also have so many amazing stories that we are going to be talking about in it as well. And I'll just do a couple of teasers with that. Let me go to it because I write everything down now. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the well at Tree City. It's doing a soft open, and it started this past Monday. We got to talk to Andy Davis, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to be going tomorrow, talking to Pork and Bands and getting some information from them. We're going to be showcasing Back to the Strip. We're going to be showcasing Sunday Fun Day at Sammy Farm Cow Rescue. Today is the Covenant Academy Golf Tournament. Fingers crossed, as long as the weather holds off, they're going to be golfing, and I'll be out there for that today taking some pictures. Cinco de Mayo. I don't know if we're going to do this article or not. My son has been wanting to dabble in his writing skills. And so with that said, I'm going to let him write about his experience at the Georgia Sweet Shop making cookies. And he's really excited about that. We're going to talk about the power of 100. We're even going to do a piece about, showcasing the staff so you can get to know the staff a little bit more. And then Rain or Shine, which May Day at the Black House is happening as well tomorrow. All these events I'm talking about is a rain or shine event. No one has said anything about a rain out date. So with that said, rain or shine, May Day is happening, and we may be able, we're going to try to squeeze in that story as well. And then also too, I am doing a write-up for the swim team, because the swim team kicked off this week, or I should say last week. And so we're going to be showcasing that as well. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, yes. Real quickly, be paying attention for what I always call our spilling of our tea, the hot gossip, which is gossip that is true, because we always try to fact check, and we always go to the source of the story and ask them about it first and foremost, because that's just, I like it that way. But we're going to be talking about some, a lot of people have come up to me about the radio station and what they're doing, what Chad and them are doing. And over, I'm, trying to say, I tell them, and it's what's going to pretty much go into the newsletter. And so, but with that said, we're going to be showcasing what Chad Graves has let us know about the news going on at the radio station, as well as what is happening with Relay for Life this year. We did a teaser this week about how they're not going to be doing it on the first weekend of June. They're moving it to August the 24th at the detention in the elementary. We got more details on that. I got last night approved from Miss Carla of what's going on. So just to give you a little heads up on that, and you got it. So if anybody wants to take those stories and run with it, they can. I already got mine in the bank. But with that said, it's just going to be another exciting newsletter this week for the local voice. So please go to any of those 12 locations to get your newsletter. And if there is a newsletter, if they're out like they are at the mall, just call me or text me at 931-305-0869, and I will bring out more newsletters to you guys. So hopefully that is all helpful and good. Let's see, is there anything else? Okay. Please don't forget, coming up on May the 23rd. I know I'm going all over, but on May 23rd is my red ribbon cutting for Warren First 931. When I came up with Warren First 931, and I know I talk about it a lot, but when you're proud of your baby, you talk about them a lot. So, and it's my baby. It's a community thing that I've helped put together from everybody that knows me and that I associate with in my circles. And it all started with family. And I always say this, and I'll say it again on May 23rd. My nephew's the one that came up with the saying. He came up with Warren First. And I thought, oh my gosh, that is like so perfect. And then everybody I've met in between from here to there, it's just been phenomenal. But with that said, I'm going to have a red ribbon cutting at the Chamber of Commerce. So please join me in this amazing journey of mine. I would love for anyone and everyone to come out and enjoy some good food and fellowship. I'll be serving a little taste of McMinnville from local restaurants and more. I wouldn't be what I am today without my family, my friends, and of course, my community. So please mark your calendar. It's at 11:30. You don't have to be a member to attend. So I just want anybody and everybody to come out and support this amazing event, and just to show me how much support. Like, I talk about it a lot, but I want people to be there. So when I go Facebook Live with it and YouTube Live with it on that day, like, I can show you the tremendous support that I have for this community. So, and lastly, before I let anybody go, so a couple of events are going on. Don't forget tomorrow. Don't forget tomorrow. A lot of things are happening. First off, I want to say a happy early birthday to my cousin Brooklyn. It's her B-Day tomorrow, so happy birthday to her. But, of course, there is going to be, you got the registration at YSI starting tomorrow. May Day's in the morning. You got Back to the Strip that's also in the morning. You have in the afternoon is Back to the Strip, of course, as well as in the afternoon starts the Pork and Bands at 2. You have the Back to the Strip starts at 5. And then I believe the Smooth Rapids event starts at 5 or 6 for that fundraising for cancer patient. That's a big part of the Smooth Rapids community. So make sure you check on details on that. Don't forget that Sunday Fun Day, Sammy Farm is once again up and running on Sundays. You can either go as groups or go as individuals. But yeah, you got to sign in and sign up and let them know you're coming. And of course, starting next week, the big thing as of right now is the Caring Hearts United Garden Party Bingo is going to be happening. And then followed by next Saturday, which is not just the second Saturday, but McMinnville special games as well. So tons of events are going on. I just don't want to overwhelm you with next week until coming up. So with that said, please, if you want to be a part of the community calendar, you can text me at 931-304-0869. I can send you a link so you can publicly view it. Or I can send you, if you send me your email and say you want to be add some stuff to that calendar, you can do that too by just sending me your email and I can add your email to it. But other than that, take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day and try to stay as dry as possible. But other than that, take care. God bless. And remember, Warren County, what do we always say?